Hi guys, Paul Berriman here, and today I have another DVD and Blu-ray update. So the first few titles I have are DVDs, and they're ones that were released through Umbrella Entertainment. All new releases through them, which I've been very excited to pick up. First one I have is Journey Among Women. This is a 1976 film made in Australia, kind of fits into the Ozploitation era of filmmaking. I haven't heard too much about this at all. I didn't even know about the film until Umbrella was bringing it out. As far as I'm aware, this is the first DVD release of this film in Australia, so I was very glad to pick it up and add to my collection. Next we have a few re-releases through Umbrella Entertainment on the new Ozploitation label that they're putting together. And the first one is Night of Fear and Inn of the Damned. This is the Terry Burke double feature containing two Ozploitation classics. As I say, this was previously released in Australia on DVD through Umbrella Entertainment. I do have the original release of this in one of the Ozploitation sets, but it was good to pick up the new release, and it's got this little Ozploitation Classics label in the corner. Next on that same label is the Tim Burstall picture End Play. This one stars John Waters, part of the Hexagon collection that was previously released on Roadshow Entertainment. Very hard to come by now, but Umbrella has since re-released all of those titles. And lastly for the DVDs, one of my favourite Ozploitation pictures, I was glad to pick this one up again on the Ozploitation label, and it is Nightmares. This is the John D. Lamond film. It's a great little film, lots of violence, good little story. Yeah, good to check this one out. I do have the original Umbrella release, but as I say, it's good to pick up a re-release when you can. Got the new Ozploitation label there as well. So that's it for the DVDs, and now I'll get stuck into the Blu-rays. The first Blu-ray I picked up at Lawson's Records in the city, and it was Raw. I've heard a little bit about this film, and I can't remember where now, but I remember seeing a little sort of snippet about it where they talked about the animals in Africa that they used to make this film. The fact that cast and crew were injured, but there was no harm to any of the animals. So I was glad to pick this one up, found it on Blu-ray. It's got some special features on there as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing this film. Next is the latest Quentin Tarantino film. It is The Hateful Eight. I watched this at the drive-ins. It was a very good picture. For me, I didn't like it as much as Django Unchained, but it was still a great Tarantino film. I picked up the limited edition, which comes with the collector's booklet as well. It's got a great cast, as do all Tarantino's films, and obviously I'm looking forward to watching it again. Next is the latest James Bond flick, and it is Spectre. I did watch this in the cinemas. I did enjoy this film, not as much as Skyfall though. Skyfall was just a superb action picture, pretty much flawless. The good thing about Spectre though is that it does hark back to those James Bond films of the 60s and 70s, the sort of Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and the villain in this one is very good, played by Christoph Waltz as well. Still a very strong Bond film, directed by Sam Mendes again, and there's a great sequence in the opening where it's done in the sort of Birdman style. Next is a small picture I picked up with an amazing cast. It is Youth, Michael Caine and Harvey Keitel. I don't know too much about this, but it's got a good cast and sort of little indie kind of production, so I'm looking forward to watching this one. Next is the winner of this year's Oscar for Best Picture, and it is Spotlight. I usually do pick up the Best Pictures on Blu-ray when I can, so yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this one. I haven't seen it yet, but as it won Best Picture, I'm kind of expecting it to be pretty good. Next is a film that has never been released on Blu-ray in Australia before, possibly not in the world, and it is Prince Valiant, an old kind of medieval style film starring James Mason and Janet Leigh. I do enjoy these types of films, so yeah, looking forward to watching this one. Next is a release through Viavision and Madman, one that I was very excited to pick up, as I hadn't seen any of the films or owned any of the films previously on Blu-ray, and it is the Cronenberg collection. This contains The Dead Zone, starring Christopher Walken, and which is usually hailed as the best Stephen King adaptation, Shivers and Rapid. As I say, I haven't seen any of these films yet, but it was great to pick up this nice little set with lovely cover art, and each disc contains special features as well. The next one I have is the latest release in the Cinema Cult collection. As you know, I collect all of their titles. This is the latest Blu-ray, and it is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the Terry Gilliam film starring Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro. I have seen this film. I do own it on the original Roadshow release. It was interesting that Shock did pick this one up to release, and they've also got different special features on here as well. I haven't seen this cover art before, so yeah, it's a good one to pick up, and as I say, add to my Cinema Cult collection. And lastly today, a title which I was very, very excited about. It's from the new Australian company Glass Doll Films. I've been collecting all of their Blu-rays and I'm very excited for their Blu-ray release of The Survivor, which is going to come out later this year. I met the Glass Doll Films guys at Supernova this year, so it was really good to meet them and sort of, you know, congratulate them on the work that they're doing. But the title I have through Glass Doll Films today is Class of 1984. As I've mentioned before with the Glass Doll films, I love the work they put into their releases. You've got a great cover art on there, there's a collector's book inside, the prints are always fabulous, they fill them with special features, it's just great attention to detail, and it's the sort of thing that you'd see through a Shout Factory release in the US, but here we've got it in Australia and it's absolutely brilliant, local release. Haven't seen the film yet, I'm excited to watch it, but yeah, great to add to the Glass Doll films collection. So that's all the DVDs and Blu-rays I have for this update. I hope to see you again soon with another video. Thanks for watching.